Our clients here, Judge.
Yeah.
This is Officer Gallo, Judge, here on Friday. He sent him down to get a UA. Everything is clean, Judge. Came back clean.
Is he here?
He is, Judge. Yeah, but come up. He is Spanish speaking, by the way.
Yeah, bring him up, please.
Thank you.
Does he have a scram right now? Do you have a scram? Okay, I'm putting him on scram.
I was going to visit with you as well, just because we spoke about a resolution on the case.
You want to,
We may be able to be.
are you gonna release it today? Or not today?
Saturday.
I'm not doing, not if you're saying time served,
That's what the city. But of course, we want to.
it's a second and he's got bond violations, you know? It's like he's gonna wrap his car around a tree. That's what I don't
My
want.
only concern, Your Honor, is that we have had situations happen already where people who are on supervision,
I understand, I get it, but I'm not gonna,
I'm getting picked up, Judge.
I can't show favoritism. And
No, I-
me doing that when I don't do it for, you know, it's,
Can our client potentially leave?
no, there's nothing that no. I mean, I'm okay with probation, but I'm not, sorry, Maury. Si tú tomas de nuevo, te voy a poner en la cárcel y no me importa qué excusa que tú tienes. Te voy a poner algo en tu tobillo ahora para ver si tomas de nuevo. ¿Me entiendes, Méndez? La próxima vez tú te quedes conmigo. No me importa qué excusa tienes. Toma tiempo. Yeah, whatever you, anything, I don't care, but that, I've got issues. Okay. All right, thanks.
No se escucha y que empezó.
Mr. Villalobos,
Los diálogos.
you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail. It's also elevated to above a 0.15 as well.
Realmente.
The state has moved to reduce this to a first offense. I want you to understand
Quiero que usted
how
entienda
lucky
que afortunadamente
you are, because had they not, there would be a minimum of jail time that you would be doing as a second offense. Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand that it is still a second offense. So
Es una
you ever get into a car and have the faintest smell of alcohol and get pulled over, an officer's going to run your record.
y uno que
They're going to say, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, it's probably DWI again. And next time, what are you facing?
A ver, ¿qué es lo que te va a subir?
What happens next time?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
Cárcel.
No,
¿Cachai?
no,
No.
prison.
Penitencia.
A minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison.
10 años.
Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Even if you had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car.
Yo sé que te-
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life.
y para toda su vida.
Now, the agreement is 1 year in Harris County Jail to be probated for 12 months. You must do a repeat offender DWI education class. You must also do 2 victim impact panels. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further
Yes.
conditions, you must fulfill them. No breath test refusal. So while you're on this probation, if you get pulled over, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. You must have a guardian interlock and 25 hours of community service. Do you have any children, Mr. Villalobos?
Yes.
If you do a parenting class, then I will waive the community service for you. you will now be required to also pay the DPS fines and fees and supervisory charges. If they had kept a DWI second, you would be facing a $6,000 surcharge. But because they are reducing to a first and below a 0.15, it is only a $3,000 surcharge. But I want you to understand that if you don't pay it, for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Your client is extremely worried about your immigration status because if you go to jail, it's probably not going to end up well for you. Do you understand? So,
Bien.
did this offense guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty.
Culpable.
I'm going to follow the agreement. What is the total fines and fees? Trey? Total fines and fees. You must report at least twice in person to the supervisory department. If by then you are in compliance with everything, I'll allow you to report via Zoom. But that doesn't mean that you get to just, I expect you to remain in complete compliance. If you do not, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. I'm going to put you in jail and I will bring you back out in orange and we're going to talk about whether you violated this probation. If you do, you were looking at 1 year in jail. Do you understand? All right. So it's $3,520 you will owe. Somehow we have to get your attention. I hope it's only monetarily and not through being in jail. You understand? Or at worst, killing someone. Get a clue when it could have cost you $40 to $50 with an Uber. Good luck, son. Thanks, Mike. Take care again. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Hoffman. Tell me, how are you?
Very well. I'm here for Francisco Hernandez.
In jail or on bond?
He's on bond.
Oh, he's got a bond violation.
Yes,
Do
Judge.
you mind having him approach, please?
And Judge, there is a representative from the bonding company here in court.
Failed to go test when you were ordered to test. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test and you're to come back. If you ever miss again, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Okay, I'm sending him now for a test. He has to come back. All right. Take a seat, please, sir.
Yes, so Your Honor, I do understand that the drug test did come back positive. I would ask that the court not revoke his bond, or if it does, to set it at a low amount. And the reason for that is, first of all, this is just a first violation. I'd also ask the court to consider that Mr. Hernandez's mother is waiting outside in the hallway with the baby sister. Whatever the bond is, she's going to pay it. So any amount of bond, it's really just going to punish her. So we would just ask,
I don't even know what he tested positive for.
according to pretrial services, it's THC and alcohol, Judge.
Can you tell me about the felony case that he has, please? 'Cause I don't remember what it is.
The felony case is a continuing case, Your Honor. On January 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a discharged firearm call at a residence. A resident told the law enforcement officer that she heard shots and then saw a green four-door vehicle speed away. Law enforcement officer found a vehicle that matched the description parked illegally in the same residential area. As the law enforcement officer pulled up behind the car, multiple males exited, and the law enforcement officer activated his lights and sirens, and the males began to advance on foot for approximately 100 yards until the law enforcement officer was detained. A resident videoed the defendant tossed weapon in front of the residence and he made it on foot. The gun was recovered, and the defendant's clothing matched that of the male who tossed the weapon.
So the felony was that he tossed the weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the evading is he just takes off because of this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you go grab mom, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need a translator?
No.
Hi. Give her that phone. I had that finger, donor.
Thank you. Look, what do you say?
Your son is charged with 2 serious felonies,
Yes.
and I'm trying to do everything in my power
I'm
trouble. I have ordered him not to use drugs or alcohol and he's testing positive for drugs or alcohol, how do I get it to stop?
Is there, I mean, when he had the monitor, everything was okay. I'm gonna be very honest with you. When he had the monitor, everything was fine. He wasn't going anywhere. And I think that's what kept him on track. But right now, without the
Someone
monitor,
take it off?
as soon as they took it out, he just felt like, I guess, it wasn't a big of a deal to him probably. I mean, he's still a kid. And I don't, you know, like I told him, it's not that, like, I know you think it's easy or whatever, but it's not. It's really serious what you're going through right now. And I tried to get him to understand that.
My only issue is that I'm gonna put that on him now. He knows that he violates and mommy's just gonna bond him out.
Oh, no.
And he's gonna sit here and,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do whatever I want because mommy's gonna bond me out.
I talked to him, I go, this is the first and last time I'm helping you. And I support him with everything, and he knows it, whether he's right or wrong. He's my kid, I'm gonna support him. But if he's wrong, of course, I'm gonna let him know and make him see and understand why he's wrong. I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. No, because it's not okay. What he's doing is not okay.
Help me, help you. I'm trying to do everything in my power to keep you from getting a 25-year sentence because you're hanging out with the wrong people.
Agree.
When someone shoots a gun, the bullet goes up, it goes down, it ricochets. Let me give you a piece of perspective. If I say, hey, Mr. Hernandez, help me out. I need some money because my mom needs to go on operation. I'm gonna go hit up this bank. And I say, hey, come on. All you gotta do is drive. I'm gonna go get it, and then we're gonna go out. You didn't know this, but I go in there and I kill 4 cops, right? And then I run out to the car. I got a big bag of money. We take off. You drive me out. Who gets charged with capital murder?
Both.
It's called the law of parties. You didn't know that I was going to do that. Had you known, you wouldn't have gone. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of people and they're shooting guns and it ricochets and it kills someone, who gets charged?
Everybody. He knows that.
You are making decisions. You are 18 years old and you are not allowed to use. I have made that a condition of your life. And I'm going to tell you now, the next time you violate any of my condition, I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to have hair falling out. Do you understand? I don't care. Jesus is here with you. The next time. You understand? So I'm now going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're consuming alcohol. And I'm also giving you a curfew. If I find that you're out in the middle of the night, I'm going to rip you a new one. Do you understand? I will, this system will not fail you. And I'm going to stay on top of it until you do start doing right. Is he in school? What is he doing?
He's in school and he works. When there's no classes during the week, he works. But on Saturdays, he does work. Every Saturday, he works.
Okay.
They leave the house between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
What?
Yeah, because he has to leave with his dad. His dad goes.
Okay, so he's going with that?
Yeah, he goes with dad.
Wonderful.
And he comes back with dad, or I pick him up if he.
Okay.
What's it?
I want to give him a curfew.
Okay.
I will go with whatever you think is appropriate. Okay.
Whatever you want, I'm okay with.
I just don't want him out in the middle of the
I
night.
mean, neither.
As long as you're working, as long as you're. But if you're clowning with friends, it's not going to happen. So any of the co-defendants that in this case, no hanging around with, you will get tested 50 days from today. If I find that you're still using,
That's beautiful.
you know what's going to happen. You know what the expectation is. You now know you have no one to bond you out. So that the next time you make a decision out there, that's not a good decision, you will be stuck like Chuck. Do you understand? Okay? I don't like to put people in jail for the sake of putting people in jail. I want to ensure that we're all on the same page. And that's why I wanted you here. So I know that you and I are on the same page. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Yes.
Whatever you need, all you need to do is let me know, here, you mind giving. So if you ever need anything, just let us know and we're there for, if he starts acting a fool or because anything, If he's not telling you, if you tell him to jump and he doesn't say how high, just call me and let me know.
I've never had an issue with that. My issue is always like right now, you know? Just him leaving the house and not saying anything. That's my only issue. But other than
You
that,
don't have permission to do that anymore.
he's not a disrespectful kid. He makes bad choices. Like I tell him, you guys are not dumb. Yeah, choose the wrong crowd, make the wrong decisions. But other than that, I mean, I've never had an issue with him, to be honest.
You speak Spanish. You understand Spanish? Dime con quién andas, yo te digo quién eres.
Very true.
That's what life is. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Okay, thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Come on, baby.
May I be excused?
Yes, sir. I have to wait until pretrial releases you.
Levantarse y tirarle la basura. No, hermana, got it. Go, 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 go.